Great Saturday morning, 2021. To God be the glory for yet another beautiful, sunshiny day, snowy but bright. And we thank the Lord that we're on this side of the grave because we still have some work to do, and His loving kindness is with us. It never runs dry. Great is His faithfulness. Psalm 66 says, "Make a joyful noise unto God, all ye lands. Sing forth the honor of His name. Make His praise glorious." We're hearing in the background, "Blessed assurance, Jesus is ours." Say unto God, how terrible. Terrible means great in this context. Mighty, awe-inspiring are thy works. Yes, all the earth shall worship thee and shall sing unto thee. They shall sing to thy name. Come and see the works of God. He is terrible. Terrible means, wow, powerful, majestic, again, beyond imagination. So He can do whatever He wants. He turned the sea into dry land. They went through the flood on foot. There did we rejoice in Him, and we're rejoicing this very day. The Israelites rejoiced many years ago, and today we still rejoice. We're in the last chapter of Leviticus 27, and there was a scripture that jumped out at me because they were talking about if someone makes a vow to the Lord, and if they vow to give an animal or a person, and we know back then, there was slavery, and we thank the Lord that we are free today. My son asked, well, now what did this scripture mean as far as giving someone toward destruction? Listen, I don't have all the answers, and I thank the Lord that I wasn't living then, but there was a scripture where it says that if there was not a certain value ascribed to a person, then the priest would have to give the estimation. In verse 8 it says, "But if he be poorer than thy estimation, then he shall present himself before the priest, and the priest shall value him, give a price tag. According to his ability that vowed shall the priest value him." And like I said, if you were 60 years old and above, you were a certain value. If you were between the ages, I believe, of 20 and 60, a certain value. If you were male, female. Oh, I thank the Lord that our value, our estimation has already been established, that we don't have to look to a price chart. We don't have to look online for some type of comparisons. No, we are already rooted, grounded. We thank the Lord that He gives us our esteem. We don't have to wonder who we are. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are the works of the Lord. So I just thank the Lord that His grace is sufficient, and with our value, we would have read also, besides Psalm 66, Psalms 36, that we put our trust under His wings, and with that we shall be abundantly satisfied, and we'll be able to drink from the fountain of the rivers of pleasure. That's what is true value, that we get to experience this abundant life every day. What do you have to say about anything? Leviticus 27, Psalms.
Yeah, I'm glad that there's not somebody who's putting a value on my life or whatever. Like, no one's life is more important than another. No priest is more important than somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just glad that people don't really think like that anymore.
Yeah, that there's not a hierarchy. Okay, you're this
Well, there
tall.
still is a hierarchy, but
How so?
I mean, there's always gonna be people valuing you, but at least it's not gonna be like slavery kind, or like, oh, you're this valuable, so you're gonna be like. It won't be explicitly said like that. Like, it'll be more so low key about it. So
How is it low key? Because that's the whole thing, the whole premise of Black Lives Matter. Our lives matter, this person, this group. Hopefully we're an equal, or we're trying to get to that point.
So like, whenever you see somebody die or like a black person died by the police or whatever, they'll usually try to show them in like a diploma or like getting a degree or some type of a ceremony, like, you know, Breonna Taylor when she had her like EMT ceremony. Like they'll show her doing something well, so then that's kind of like she's more valuable because she did those things. But you know, if she was just like a regular homeless person, you know, they wouldn't really be that valuable to them because they didn't accomplish things or they didn't like graduate. But like every human life is precious, and you know, it's not more valuable because you may have accomplished more things, you know. So I just find that interesting.
That's interesting, and I thank you for bringing that out. That it's sometimes the media, it's sometimes society. But before we were made, the Lord knew us, and He covered us in our mother's womb, and He walked out all of our days. And how precious are thy thoughts to us, oh God. How great are the sum of each one of our days. So we're valuable because the Lord has put His presence and His spirit and His love in us, and He wants us to do great things. Whether we're Breonna Taylor, whether we're part of Black Lives Matter, all lives matter because He created every life. Thank you, son. Enjoy doing the work of the Lord and being His light.